give us for a week. So she's just tailored what she's giving us, and we hope we can continue interacting with her in different platforms. Let us give a clap for Eunice as she stands up this week. 20x sales training for results. And why for results? Because we believe that there's no sales training if you can't produce results. And I'll just give you a little story of where I've come from and how 20x came about. So I wanted to make some money. And if you're a salesperson and you don't want to make money, then you're in the wrong career. I have not seen a salesperson who doesn't want money. And I figured the only way to make money is to get a sales job. So I started selling life insurance. And my friend, it was hard. But then I kept asking myself, you see the way you said you're invisible? Why is it that way? What can we do different to make insurance more lovable? When I mention I sell insurance and people want to talk to me instead of always running away from me. And that is the journey I began. And that is the journey that led me to start a company called BSmart. BSmart is an online insurance comparison platform that we enable people to compare not just price, but benefits, the things that insurance people don't tell you about. So you're able to compare. It's basically looking at sales in a different perspective. Last year, we were able to grow our customer base 7 times. This year I asked, if I am able to grow 4 times in 1 year, how about meeting salespeople, train them, show them what I do and what I did, and make them grow from X, where they are, to 20 times in 3 years. Wow. That is how 20X came about. So it's very meaningful. And this year, we're saying every salesperson we train must do 3 times what they did last year. So you had better be prepared. So 20X Entrepreneur has 4 pillars. 1, we believe in continuous training and coaching. I say sales is a science. It means whatever I did to achieve, you can do it and achieve. So it's basically me pouring my experience on you so that you can become. But you have to be willing. So there's accountability. Accountability is not us telling you what to do. It's about you keeping the promises you give to yourself. Because you cannot wait for somebody to come and check whether you're meeting your targets. They're your targets. Yeah? Are you accountable to yourself? Are you answerable? Do you take your word to yourself seriously? Okay? The other thing is commitment. Are you so connected to this goal that you have set? Because we'll be doing goal setting today. Are you so connected to the goal that you have set that you're willing to compromise other things, to give up some other things so that you can achieve this goal that you believe in? So it is based on accountability, commitment, and then greatness in the moment. We believe in greatness in the moment. What does that mean? It means the day you choose to set those goals, and every day that you pick up the call and call the customer, because you have a target for that day, that is the moment of greatness, and that we celebrate every day. Because what you achieve, when you achieve 20x, that will be a result, it will be a symptom to show that you have been great all through. So this just reveals your greatness. We only see your greatness when you achieve results. However, your greatness did not start when you did the results. Your greatness is a daily work. What we realize is that we need to bridge that gap between knowing and doing. So when you think of 20x, we are the gap filler of what you know and execution. Our 5 execution disciplines are based on, number 1, you must have a vision. You must have a very compelling vision. And I'll take you through you actually crafting your vision. And then the other discipline is the discipline of planning. Because you could have a very good vision, but if you don't plan, if you don't know what you're waking up to do tomorrow, then you lose sight of the vision. And now, whatever is in the plan has to align with your vision. So I'll also take you through. And then process control. You need to be in control of the process. It is not Phyllis who will control the process. It is not Rosemary. You have to be in charge of that process. The process of between what you know and execution and achieving your vision. And number 4, we keep scores. In sales, is no way you can be in this game without keeping scores. So you have to be able to keep scores. And anyway, I'll take you through that, a bit of that today. And then finally, energy and time management. If you look at all these when they are combined, they don't operate in isolation. All these combine to make your vision come true. So those are the 5 execution disciplines that we base our training on. By the end of today, I would like you to have understood the business of selling. Just have an understanding of the business of selling. Remember we said why entrepreneur is because you are in business. You're not employed by anyone. And anybody who is thinking that you're employed, then you're in the wrong place. Okay? And then we'll also help you craft a compelling vision for your life. And number 3, you'll be able to clarify your baseline income. I'll take you through that. How much you have been earning and how much you want to earn. So before we end this session, if you don't know this, then you need to follow me. Don't let me leave this place. And then you set at least 1 or 2 financial goals. Now, not goals that you're just telling us to be happy, but goals that you're willing to commit to. Goals that you're unwilling. Why do you sell? Selling is about providing solutions. Telling people about it. If you're not showing people that you can solve their problems with your products, then nothing happens. You understand? So it's about providing solutions. And my question is, how can you provide solutions if you do not know what the problem is? So as a salesperson, you need to understand what problem does your customer have. And how do you know my problem? How would you know my problems? This is the law of the iceberg. In sales, this is what people see. Known as the accolades. The nice car that you buy with the commission you earn extra, right? The holidays that you go to. That's what people see. But what have you gone through in the process? Huh? Tears. A customer rejected you. Yeah? Sleepless nights. Rejection. This is what people do not see. But this is the business of selling. This is where it lies. It is like that. And you say you just want to achieve 40% or 50% of the whole year in 3 months. And this is why I say this. You can achieve any goal with given amount of time, so long as you're committed to it. So members and loans. I would think it's easier to get loans. Why? Because when you already have members, you've been bringing in members, just going back to them and saying, customer, what are you seeing? What are your dreams? What do you want to achieve? Can we help you? Me to ask you, what do you need? I asked you who you need. What do you need to achieve that goal? That's okay. And who is, when you say it's a potential buyer, who is this potential buyer? What is their profile? How do they look like? What do they think? Where are they? Solution for school fees. So you're not selling membership. It is solution. So value proposition is not what you think your customers need. It is the reason they buy from you. Basically, you cannot know why they buy from you unless you ask them. You have to be a good listener to understand why they buy from you. They will just drop their sickness to anyone they find on the way. So when you see that a difficult customer, it's not about you. It's not you they have a beef with. It is their issues, the ones they left at home or the ones they're carrying. And now you know your customer, you have a value proposition, you know the type of customers you're going to meet. Now you can pitch, right? Remember, not all closed doors are locked. So when you see a closed door, don't imagine it is locked.
My name is Phyllis Maitha from Stima Sacco, and today we've had a very amazing and knowledgeable session, and my takeout is the 20x planning, where I'm able to achieve my annual goal in 3 months. That was profound. The other thing that was profound was, how does my no become an on? And I've seen it working in many places when your door closes and you find the same door opening very wide for me. So yes, how do I develop a compelling value proposition for the target audience? Do I even understand my target audience? Have I understood the different segments from the mass to the high net worth? And am I hungry enough? Because when I'm hungry, then I have purity in my personal goals, then I'm able to give to my corporate. So
I'm Pauline Busibori from Stima Sacco, Mombasa branch. I'm really thankful for Eunice and the team from 20X. It was an eye-opener. There's some stuff I didn't realize I was not doing as a marketer and also as a salesperson. I realized that in 2022, I need to revamp my style. I need to be able to fill in the blanks, to make sure I have not only realistic targets, but I also have to have big dreams on what I want to accomplish on a personal level. So Eunice was able to break it down for us on how to be able to do both things and to be able to achieve this in and put realistic timelines, not and she's also given us an avenue on how to follow up with that. So I've just heard about the 20X online community, and I think it's affordable, and I think that's something I'm going to be pursuing. Would I recommend it for someone else? Yes, definitely. I'm actually hoping to speak to my SBU, that's our branch manager, and be able to see if we can be able to procure services, maybe not the whole team, but at least on a personal level, because I think
to be honest, I would highly recommend the 20X entrepreneur training for everybody, because everybody is a salesperson, especially those people with businesses and want to re-energize their sales teams, especially now that COVID is done. So how do we go to the marketplace when the lockdown is gone, the masks are off, and the market is hungry for us?
So my name is Gloria Chaponda. I'm the Customer Experience Manager at Stima Sacco. Today had an amazing session with a team that takes people through a training dubbed 20X Entrepreneurship Coaching Program. And one thing that really stood out for me was that there is alignment between an organization's goal and my personal goals. So for me to be able to work towards the strategy of an institution, then my personal goals have got to also be aligned. So working on my goal for the next 3 years through an exercise that they run, I actually realized how hard I need to work. Definitely a lot of things need to change in my life, because key for me is to change the quality of life for myself and the people around me. So you have to really break it down into what are those things that you need to do, what are the things you need to change so that you're able to meet the goal. And there's no excuse. You are either hitting or missing. So I'd say to other corporates, this program is extremely intense. You need to be present, and it starts from self to others. So it's something I'd recommend for institutions to take their teams through, and not just the sales teams, because I believe myself in the field of customer experience, we have to monetize it. Every staff within an organization is working towards the general goal, which is profit for the institution. So through this training, you're actually able to put your activity plan together, and you have that drive to actually work towards achieving that. Yeah.